Coco, amongst your many achievements, you were the founder of Allumé Home Care. Could you please share your journey of building Allumé to an 8-figure exit in only 4 years? I mean, that's incredible. And what were the pivotal decisions and strategies that led to that rapid growth?
Thank you so much for this question. It's a very long story, but I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this part of it. So, Allumé Home Care, I started because of my stepdaughter. It was inspired by my dear stepdaughter, Amelia, who was born very early. She was medically fragile and continues to have complex medical needs. And we discovered through her challenges that there was a wide open need for complex care nursing at home that could be paid for by Medicare, Medicaid, or private insurance. And so this discovery through her led me to create the company. And we had a incredible diligence about always having, first of all, we always had a clear area of chosen greatness. And our area of chosen greatness came directly from our core purpose to provide remarkable care. And our area of chosen greatness was around being the provider who nurses loved working for. So we did everything in our company. We put 10 times the focus on our nurses, on recruiting and retaining nurses. So as a result, we grew really, really fast. And we were able to do that because we had very strong systems in place to help us attract and retain nurses. And it wasn't just systematic growth, it was holistic growth. It was deep commitment and care, remarkable care for our patients as well as for our nurses. So we grew fast. And when we hit the COVID pandemic that we all did, what was, I think, wise of me and where I hadn't been in my earlier companies is I thought differently about the challenge. I understood that my recipe for growth, my approach to growth had to evolve very quickly. And so no longer could we grow organically. We needed to grow through acquisition or merger. So we did that in 21. We merged with another platform and created much greater scale and profitability pretty much overnight. The other thing that we did, less for exit, was we did tons of advocacy work to help increase the rates for Medicaid in the state of Connecticut. And actually, we were able to get a 31.7% rate increase, which was pretty extraordinary. Now that required a lot of time, a lot of effort, but it's these specific areas of leverage and breakthrough that we always focused on. And that, we had very clear areas of breakthrough. We were always identifying and moving the needle on. And rather than just keep doing the same thing every day, we always had a different area of focus for how to improve what we were doing and questioning, are we doing the right thing to produce growth and results? And then the last thing is, when you sell a company, you have to have your systems have to be organized in a way that a buyer can understand quickly. And healthcare companies are very complicated. And so from the very beginning, we built our systems, we built our financials, we built our tracking so we could prove how we grew, so we could prove what our recruiting funnel was. And this was important because they needed to know that the value of the business was in the business and it wasn't me, that the relationships weren't all mine, that I wasn't the master of leading everything, that in fact the team was leading everything. So it was a systemic approach that I have developed over the years to help as a founder, to help create that focus and discipline. And oftentimes it's about, I really was very careful to always ensure that the other people on my team were the people who were in charge day to day. I was a step back intentionally. I was never the hero. Someone else on the team was always the hero. And And I thought about from the minute I started the company, who could be exit partners? And I always think that now with a company, like who will be an exit partner, even if I never want to sell.